Daniel Eli, reincarnated biblical prophet Daniel, and I'm an incarnate angel, author of finalbookofdaniel.com and endtimeprophet2012.com. In this video, I want to describe to you what happens when you're a prophet. Okay, you get persecuted for doing good things. Now, you would think that if you're out there doing good deeds, that the cops would leave you alone, right? In 2007, I was dressed in my prophet garb, which happened to be a cape, a fleece gray-colored cape. Now, I was just walking to the convenience store. Now, I bought my soda, and I'm walking back just casually. And then this police officer shows up and pulls up next to me and says, hey, he starts grilling me with all these questions. And he said, yeah, you were hanging around that elementary school, weren't you? And I said, sir, what are you talking about? I just got back from the convenience store. He's trying to make me out to be like a freak of nature or something because I was dressed differently. Now, I was saying, like, sir, you're making false accusations here. I didn't do anything that you're accusing me of here. And then eventually he left me alone. I wasn't charged or arrested or anything, but he just, under his breath, as he was going away after he checked my ID and everything, he just mumbled. He says, well, it's because of the way you're dressed, that's why I stopped you. Right, I was dressed with a cape. How many people in California wear a cape, like Darth Vader, right? Or Luke or something. That's just one example. That was 2007. Now, just a couple weeks ago, I decided to do a good duty. It was Sunday morning. I returned a shopping cart to Safeway, right? So I had to push it a mile because someone in my apartment took it all the way from Safeway to haul their groceries. So I decided to do a good duty, right? You'd think there's nothing wrong with that, right? Well, I happened to be pushing the shopping cart along East Avenue in Chico, California here. And guess what? A cop stops me and he starts harassing me and he's saying, you're stealing a shopping cart, aren't you? I said, sir, I'm returning it to the store as a good duty. I said, is it illegal to do a good duty or something or what? Why are you harassing me? And he said, well, how do I know you're not stealing it? And I said, sir, I'm pushing it towards the direction of Safeway, not from it. And I said, what's the big deal here? I don't understand. And so he checks my ID, asks me if I've ever been in trouble with the law before, and all this other stuff, right? Trying to make me out to be a bad guy, right? When it's the exact opposite is occurring. Now, I can go on, like, incidents like that happen to me quite frequently for some reason. People phone the police on me because I do things that are weird, right? I'll tell you another example. I picked a flower, and I was just walking along the street, and I just decided to walk up to one house. This is broad daylight, by the way. To one house, and I placed the flower on the doorstep, and I blessed the house. And I simply walk away from it and walk down the street, in the middle of the street, broad daylight. Next thing I know, a cop car pulls up next to me, and he didn't say anything, but he looked at me like trying to make it look like, like, oh, you're being watched, sir. Like, you better be careful of what you're doing around here. For crying out loud, all I was doing is blessing a house. I was doing the exact opposite of being suspicious, right? I was dropping a flower off to a random house. See, this is the world we live in. In one of the Beatitudes on the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus says, blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sakes, and people who say all sorts of evil against you, because yours is the kingdom of heaven. Why do these things happen like that? Why does this world have to be like that? You can't hitchhike anymore. Axe murderers, robbers. I don't know, our society's not what it was 50 years ago, was it? Is it? Don't worry, a better world is coming. If you check out this my YouTube channel, there's a 2012 vision. It's only 6 months away from as I make this video. So, there you have it. Persecution for doing the good, right thing. Amen. God bless you. See you later. Bye-bye.